Good evening, and welcome to History 1173 VB1. This is World Civilization 2, the online variety, and the first 8-week variety. This is a first 8-week course, which means, of course, that the information in this course is going to come at you pretty fast and furious. We have 8 weeks to get through what normally a 16-week class would do. So it'll be very busy, but of course, the reward is you finish in 8 weeks. When you log into our course, you'll see this page, which is our home page, and notice I have a list of things for you to do to get started. The first thing is you're going to watch this video that we're making right now. Then you'll click on syllabus and to go and take a look at the syllabus. We'll do that in just a second. Click on your modules to go and take a look at how the class is organized. Some other information in here, and completing your opening week assignments. There's also some important dates down here that you have access to as well. Let's take a look at the syllabus first, because it's the guideline to the class. If you click on the syllabus page here, it'll take you to this information, which is my contact information. And if you go down here, it has a list of the assignments and the due dates already up there. Click right here, and it will take you to this page, which contains not only the course syllabus, but also the Heinz policies as well. Our course syllabus is right here. My contact information is here. I'm Eric Bobo. I will be your instructor during this class. My contact information is right here, including my email address. Email and Canvas messages always the best way to get in contact with me. I'm very rarely in my office because I'm a department chair and I'm always stuck in a meeting somewhere. So the best thing to do if you need to get in contact with me is email me, send me a message through Canvas, or you can text this number and it will come to my phone. Don't call it. It'll go straight to voicemail. It's not a call cell phone number. Right, it's a text-only number, so if you need me, text that number, or you can email me, okay? Office hours, if you need me, we can set an appointment to Zoom, we can set an appointment to do some pronto, we can do virtual meetings anywhere we need to do it. So all you have to do is get in contact with me and request a meeting, and we will get online and talk about it. You can read this stuff for yourself. The course information is here, okay? Our outcomes, our goals are there, okay? Some important withdrawal dates are right here. Our text and is right there. It's an instant access text, so we'll talk about what that means in just a few minutes. How you're graded. Class is divided up into these 5 units, and your grade essentially is measured over your performance of homework, performance on discussion boards and essays and writing assignments, and 50% of your final grade comes from the exams, okay? There are 2 proctored exams in this class. Exam 1 and Exam 3 are proctored exams, okay? Those are the only proctored exams, and they need to be taken at a proctored site under the supervision of a proctor, or you'll use the smarter proctoring system to either make an in-person proctor lab appointment, or to make a virtual appointment where you can take your exam virtually. Both of those have rules that are covered in Canvas. Okay, it is your responsibility to secure those appointments and to complete each exam before the due date. I do not have any ability to schedule exams for you. I do not have any ability to go in and fix a lot of this stuff. Okay, it's your responsibility to do that, especially if you're going to take the virtual option. You've got to make sure that you have strong Wi-Fi. You've got to make sure that you have time to do it. I would not wait to the last minute, especially if I was taking the virtual option, to schedule that, okay? So it's your responsibility to get that done. The grading scale is here, okay? Makeup work, attendance work, all right, is very important. There's no such thing as late work in this class, right? The material is up from day 1, so it's your responsibility to get that submitted. If you do not, then there will be zeros will be entered. So early in the semester, I'll probably be a little bit lenient. I'll try to get you going, try to get you motivated, trying to make sure that you're turning in stuff on time. When we get to about the second week of class and you're not turning in your assignments on time, you're going to start seeing zeros populate in there, and that will be extremely detrimental to your grade. Attendance is taken on those assignments as well. If you are not completing assignments, you're going to be marked absent, and there are repercussions for that as well. So turning in stuff on time is your responsibility, and it's an important responsibility. Okay. Testing kind of goes back over that again. There are 2 proctored exams. Okay. See the Canvas proctored testing regulations for more information about that. So after you look over that, you scroll on down, you get to the Hines Standard Syllabus that covers the attendance policy. Make sure that you look over that. You'll have questions on your syllabus quiz about attendance, okay? Academic honesty, non-discrimination, all of that stuff is covered right here, okay? All right, so once you look through that stuff, let's go and take a look at the modules. Course is broken down into modules. I'm going to make myself a student so it looks like what you see. And when you get in, the first thing you're going to see is the link to the textbook. I'll hit that in just a second. You're going to see some Hines information, including another link to the syllabus, okay, that you can click on. Stuff from Hines and other things that are there as well. Some policies, proctored testing policy is right there. The finally, our first week assignments, the inquisitive assignment, the opening week discussion, the orientation survey are right there and need to be completed by that date. Real quick, let's go back up here and take a look at the textbook. When you click there, it's going to ask you to open the textbook in a new window. It's going to ask you to accept this, and it's going to ask you to accept that. And now it looks like usually it populates into your textbook, or it may populate into this site like here. You can click on chapter 16. You're going to get this, okay, the new Norton ebook reader information right here, okay, and then you're in reading, okay. And so chapter 16 starts right here and has all that information, and you're off reading, okay. So when you get to the end of that section, you click on the next section, and you'll move to the next section in the text. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to the modules again. Okay. After reading, then you're going to, every chapter has a link, by the way, so to that textbook as well. Every chapter also has assignments. I would start with the inquisitive. Okay, every chapter has an inquisitive assignment. Okay, this is designed to make sure that you get in and interact with the textbook. So it has information here. Notice down here, you must answer at least 13 questions to get credit for this activity, and you have to score 1,000 points. If you do those 2 things, you're going to get 100% every time. So let's see how that works. You click Start Answering Questions. The first thing it's going to do is ask you a question. Okay, most of the world's inhabitants live within a regional web of interaction. Match each of the following webs to its characteristics at this time. Okay, you guys notice this is a pretty big thing. It's probably better that you use a computer to do that than your phone. Okay, and make sure that you're using Chrome or Firefox or some updated browser, because it makes it work a whole lot easier. Okay, so let's say you don't know anything about this. Okay, remember, you have to answer 13 questions and you've got to get 1,000 points. So let's say you don't know anything about this. If you click right here, the textbook's going to open, and it's going to give you this section of the textbook where this is located. So you can read over here before you ever answer this question where the answer is for this question. Okay, so let's say you find it. All right, now you know it. So you can move this up to where you're going to get a maximum of 100 points on this question if you answer it all right. Okay, so let's look at these. Okay, so contain most of the world's population. That's the old World Web. And of course I got it right. Yay. Okay, the lacked pack animals. Well, the dead giveaway for that is the lacking of pack animals. And so that is America. So we got that. And the canoe is the giveaway. See, I missed that. Okay. So if I miss one, it gives me those pages to go back and try again. Okay. And then I go up here, and there we go. Okay. So because I missed part of that, I only got 50 instead of the 100. But now I'm down to 12 questions. Okay. Now the next question. Okay. We're going to say that is false. Okay. So because I got that right, notice I got my whole 100 points here. Now I'm down to 11. So we want to keep going. Okay, so this is what it's going to do. It's going to test you about important parts of the text. Remember, if you don't know before you ever answer it, you can click over here and read that section of the textbook. Okay, so essentially what it's forcing you to do is to start interacting with your textbook and interacting with the text. Okay, once you get your answer, your 13 questions, and you get your 1,000 points, you're going to get 100% on that homework assignment. Okay, so just working in your textbook is going to get you one of your grades. Okay, so let's go back. After I did that, then I would go and take my chapter quiz. Okay, which is just going to be 20 multiple choice questions based on your reading. You have 2 attempts. It's going to keep your high score. So now let's go back. And every chapter also has a discussion board. And in this one, you're going to be writing about the Columbian Exchange. Okay. So sometimes I try to give you some really informative little videos. Sometimes I try to give you some decently fun ones like the crash course here, which talks about the Columbian Exchange. Okay. So after watching, you'll answer this prompt. What is a Columbian Exchange? Okay. And then you have some, make sure that you follow these guidelines. You have to write at least 250 words. You have to comment on 2 posts from your classmates. Okay. There's some guidelines about your comments here. Okay. Do not copy from the internet. Do not use Chat GPT. Do not use the AI stuff. Okay. Make this your own. And by the way, if you do, everybody can read this. And so if you're out using the chat bot and somebody else is using the chat bot, we'll all know because they'll be similar. So make the stuff that you post your own. Okay. So every sort of chapter sort of follows this. There's more stuff here. There is each of these down here. The objectives for the chapter is there. The outline for the chapter is there. There's a PowerPoint for the chapter if you want to look at that. Okay. So if you want to look at it and see what it looks like, it'll pop up there. You can download it, which is faster, by the way. Excuse me. And so that's how that works. Now, we're going to go back and notice over here you have your to-do list that's starting to populate, and all of your due dates are starting to populate over here. So once you sort of get through this stuff, the next thing you really have to do is to get into your textbook and to start reading chapter 16. Okay. All right. Have a great semester, and more information will follow shortly. But let's have a good semester, and let's make sure that we are in there working just as quick as we can, because this is an 8-week class. So things get coming quickly. All right. Have a good night.